This is session number 6 of my absolute beginners boxing basics series, which is designed to help set you up for more effective punch bag workouts, shadow spar workouts, or any boxing based activity workout. So there we go. This session is a kind of learning a technique session, and we're learning our punch number 3, which is our lead hook to the head. Now, as with all of the videos on this series, it is a coaching tool, therefore it's designed for you to be able to actively participate through it. It's kind of no good just watching it and then going off. Do go through each section with me, actively with me, because that's where you're going to get the benefits from, where you're going to be able to correct everything out. Now, in that format, and I've just said about it being a coaching tool, with this technique, we're going to slow everything down. It's painfully slow to begin with, but it's really important that we do it in that way, because if we want to learn fast, we need to slow it down, get a feel for everything through the body, and it's a good way of developing muscle memory from there. Now, we just focus on the technique with this. That's all we're going to do. We do start speeding it up a little bit, but there's another section, I think it's the next session, where we start to drill it a little bit and start taking it up. But really take your time today, go through this to get your technique, get a feel for it, feel that weight transitioning through the body, and how to effectively move through this punch and then move on to that. Now, if you have just stumbled across this video and you're interested in taking part in the Absolute Basics series, then give us a like first of all. That will let me know that you're interested in doing it, and that'll be really good. It gets my likes up, and hello, you all right? And also, if you are interested, please subscribe, and then from there you can quite easily just find this workout series again, and you can dive in from the beginning. If you've not done any of the previous sessions, I put links below where you can get onto the previous sessions, session 1 all the way through to this one, and once you've completed this session, you can also find that in the links below, which is session number 7. So there we go, your workout's about to begin. Off you go and learn your lead hook. With this session, we're going to be looking at the lead hook. We're going to do some nice, steady, almost drills just to get some basic technique through it. So we've got a bit of an understanding of how we're going to transition our movement. And then on the next session, you will go through specific drills where we'll go through the actual lead hook. Now, there are a number of ways in which we can perform the lead hook. This way is the way I tend to teach on the most basic of basics, absolute basic hook punch, lead hand. So that's straightforward. There are more advanced techniques as we go on. This is a nice foundation for kind of getting your movement, okay? So it's good to practice this, because then you can develop onto the more advanced ways of performing the hook. This will give you everything you need to get started. So we're in our basic stance. So we've got that feet slightly wider than hip width apart. We've got our guard up nice and tight. Now, before I break into the actual movement of the hook, I will actually demonstrate. Our lead hook is coming up. We've got a nice hook through to the head, and it is a twisting, rotational movement that we're looking for. And if you were lining up with my fist there, you'd say my fist has gone through that person's head or the bag. Let's use that one. And yes, it does. And that's how we're going to practice it, because when we are making that contact there, we do want it to kind of travel through a little bit, so we've got some nice impact. But it's rotation that we're looking for. Now, as with every single punch that we ever perform, the foundation always starts in the legs, okay? And we're only ever going to be able to get that transition, again, really starting in this back leg. And as you'll see as the punches go on, there's a lot of things that are just going to start here to produce the movement, and that will produce your power, so you are the most biomechanically effective through that range. So before I go on to the details of the rotation, you can just practice this with me, because what you will tend to want to do to produce the hook punch is to telegraph. Let me just explain. So people tend to want to come out and then throw the hook around. And that's not a good way of doing it. And as I've said, even though we're doing this for punch bag workouts basis, I like to keep things real and keep it as tight as possible, so you're learning something half decent, okay? So we don't want to telegraph around, so we don't want the body moving around first and then coming in, even though we can do that if we were officially doing an actual slip and then coming through with it. But as far as just a basic standard hook, instead of that telegraph or the hand coming right the way out, we're going to do a small circle motion from that guard up. So watch this. If you want to get in your stance now, do so, because you can practice with me. We're just going to perform a small circle from here. There's a small drop. We're coming down with that fist and then bringing it around to the top. Now I've put the leg movement in and I haven't gone through it with you yet. So if you just want to stand there and just drop, just think a small circle round. And what we're trying to do as that is coming round in that circle, we're coming out with it and then performing that hook round. It feels really weird doing this slow, so I do apologize if you're doing that and going, this feels clunky, but do it anyway, because if we start speeding it up and putting it through to the legs, the mechanics will start to fit together. All right, so let's just go again. Even though I don't like doing it this slow, we will do it together this slow. Up onto that back toe. I'm not bothered about your legs moving at the minute. I just want us to get this first movement. So it's a small drop, and we're rotating around this small half circle round and then coming through with that elbow high coming through. And the action is trying to then turn. It's like creating momentum to create that hook. Now, if you want to just practice that a minute with me, even though, as I've just said, it's so painful to do this, and you may find it painful too, but let's do it. It's that little drop. It's not too much. We're not dropping all the way down here. It's just a tiny bit. Drop around, bring it around, and then we've got that circular motion round to finish that hook up. Try and keep the elbow high, although as you get on, you'll see sometimes if I'm reacting quick, my hook might come with my elbow low. I do try and correct that, but if I'm trying to hit high as well, simulating a taller fighter, there's kind of no choice in that. But for good practice, keep the elbow nice and high as you're rolling through. Let's go again. Let's do one more circle. So from there, guard up into that stance, weight 50-50 in those legs. Not bothered about the turn yet. I just want this roll round with the fist, roll it round, and we're kind of rolling it and throwing it forwards. Roll, throw it forwards, bringing it into the side of someone's head. I can't help but use my legs. I'm going to have to teach you your legs bit. So we've done the small circle. I hope that's helped you a little bit. It will do. It'll all piece together. Trust me. Stay with me. Right? Okay. So we've got that guard up onto that back toe. Now, when we're transitioning our movement, I'm now going to do the movement without the fist. Okay. It starts in this back leg, but it's not as doesn't need to be as prominently big, so to speak, as if you were throwing through your straight right or pushing through with that jab. You might not feel it as strong because what we're trying to do is produce a rotation. So there is a bit of an assistance then through with this hip. So if I show you with the punch, you'll see I'm coming right round with this and I'm trying to rotate my body around, really trying to get that twist forwards. And it's essential that this front leg goes over and that hip rotates. This is why I'm saying it's got to translate from this back foot, because it's trying to take the weight up and throw it around. And that's where you're going to get your transition of power. And that's going to finish off into the end of that fist. Okay. What we're going to do now then is you're going to put a little bit of a push through that back leg, and I just want you, without throwing the punch, to sort of rotate around. I don't mind if it's over exaggerated with this hip, okay, and this turn with this leg, because it's that twist that I need. Now I have over exaggerated that a lot, I can feel that, but I want you to get a sense of the direction that you're doing. All right, so go with me, weight in that back foot, and just throw that hip around, okay? Let's go again. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Throw it around. I wouldn't go too quick. So at the minute I'm going, I would say 60%. It's not 60%. It's probably about 30. All right. So put that weight down and rotate. Okay. Get that feeling that you're trying to throw around with your body. Get ready again. Think again. Push into that back foot. Rotate around. Turn that front foot around, getting that hip around so that torso is being turned. Let's just go one more, and then we're going to try and put it together nice and controlled with that circle to pull it into a hook. Right, you ready? Just one more without the hook. Just get that body moving. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Turn, rotate round, rotate. Good. Let's just do one more because I quite enjoyed that one. And I like saying rotate. Get ready again. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push. Round. Good. Right. Now let's try and put it together. As with all of your punches, you're going to want to lead it here. And I want you to lead it here. So your initial thought has got to be your foot. And if you are completely a beginner at all this, you're in a really good position because I want you to be continually mindful of you doing that because your instinct is always going to be to throw with your hands. And I always want you to think feet first. So if it means you're just stepping your pace back a bit, that's fantastic. Do it. If you've done all this before, then you might have to just sort of observe yourself with what you're doing. Are you leading with your hands or are you leading with your feet? If you're leading with your feet, you're going to get a lot more kind of power effortlessly when you're working in the bag, and it will keep you a lot more agile on your feet because your feet have already worked. You know what you're doing with your feet, and then your next punches will kind of come as well. Anyway, let's put this together. We're going to put it together, the punch. 3, 2, 1. Go slowly so you can watch me. I'm going to go super slow. Ready? 1. So pushing that back foot. Get ready for that rotation. Small circle round and rotate round. Keep that elbow as high as you can. Also, I'm stopping there, I'm pausing, so you can hold that position if you want to, keep that elbow up. Thumbs up. And the reason I'm saying that, we can do a hook punch that way, and it is taught that way, and it's not wrong to do it that way. However, if you are a beginner, I recommend doing it this way because what people tend to do is when they're punching the bags is that knuckle doesn't end up coming round enough, and they end up hitting the thumb, and you can just damage your thumb if you're hitting it hard, especially if you're coming out and you're just being a bit clumsy with it. So just for practice, good practice and keeping you safe, we'll keep the thumb up, keep that elbow high. And as I said, there's different variations of the hook punch anyway that we can modify on once we've got this basic foundation of movement. All right, so let's do a little bit of a drill. Do the same again. I'll try not to pause and waffle in between. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's like pushing that back foot, rotate round and turn. You can hold it as well so you can get a feel for it. Do hold it, don't just return back. When we do return back, pull it back round from where you were. Okay, let's go again. So push into that back toe, feel that weight go round. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go down. Circle round, give me that hook through. Look at that turn in my leg, all right? And then let's go back. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Start on the foot. Push it round. Turn. Excellent. And then let's pull back. Let's go. Let's see, I wasn't 60%, was it? That was about 15% speed. Keep it like this for a minute. I really want you to work with me with it. Get a feel with it through your legs. Don't worry if you feel clumsy, all right? It's just getting a feel through the legs, getting this rotation. Then when we start to speed up, it'll start to piece together. All right, guard up. Let's go again. We'll do another couple of these. I'll change angles so you can have a look at me as well. 3, 2, 1. Start on that back foot, circle round, and hook punch through and down. Ready? Let's go again. Remember, start it in that back foot as you rotate through. 3, 2, 1. Push through, turn, and back. Good. One more, and I'll change angles just so you can have a look at me at a different angle. Ready? 2, 1. Through the back foot, turn it round and up, and then bring it back. Excellent. I'm just going to show you through on this angle. You can see I'm working my legs. You can still go through the hook punch with me. You might be finding you're a little bit better and you can go quicker. You go quicker if you want to. And for those who are still kind of getting it, you just go with my pace. Okay? Right, guard up into that stance. Make sure weight is 50-50. Make sure also you've not stepped into doing this with your stance. Sit into it, okay? Get yourself ready. Onto that back toe. Remember, we lead on that back foot and we're trying to push that body round. 3, 2, 1, small circle round with the hook. Into position. I lost balance there. And then back again. Let's go again. Through that back foot. Ready, turn, rotate. Don't forget that small circle as you drop down with the hook. Ready, 2, 1, small circle round. Give me that twist.
Excellent. And back. I'll just give you one more this angle. 3, 2, 1. Lead on the back foot. Throw the weight around. Bring it through. And back. One more. 2, 1. Through the back foot. Small circle round. Throw it in. Well done. Okay, I'll just show you this side so you can see I'm working here. If you're finding it hard doing it slow, I find it really challenging doing it slow as well. You have to really think about what you're doing. But I like doing this as well because you can feel the mechanics of how it's got to work. You might not do it at the minute. You might just think, thank you, you're off balance and everything. But I promise you, it is really good slowing everything down and then just building up nice and steady. Believe me. Right, God up onto that back toe. Let's get ready again. Remember, we're leading with this back foot. You feel that pressure? We're trying to rotate this way. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. Start on the back foot. Give me that small circle. Rotate round and turn it in and then back. Get ready again. Leading on that back foot. Don't forget that drop here. 3, 2, 1. Let's go again. And then back. Well done. Going again in 3, 2, 1. Pushing that back foot. Small circle. Rotate round. And then back. Well done. I'm telling myself well done, by the way. Getting ready. 2, 1. Weighting that back foot. Let's go. Roll it round. Push it in. Elbow high. Good. And back. Right. Go on to your next section. It is the punch number 3. It's not broken down as so painfully slow as this. If you feel as though you're not quite getting that, go through this section again. I know it's painfully slow, but it will benefit you when you get on to your next section because you're going to start to drill. Now, the drills start off, I'm going to say it loosely, 60%. It might be slower. And then it will build you up. But I want you to get the feel of it through your legs more than anything before we then move on to them kind of higher paces. Okay? Go off, enjoy your session.